I know you're not changing that channel. When we return, it's Rick Collett, Jack Travioli, and yes, special guest at Cork and Cap on a special installment of Sipping and Tipping.
Hello everybody, welcome to a special edition of Sipping and Tipping with the Andersons. Today we were really fortunate that we got some real special guests with us. We got Jack Travioli here with us. Hello Jack, how we doing?
Great.
And in addition, I've also got a couple of our friends from Argentina here today too. So I've got Enrique Carelli Sr.
Yes, nice to meet you.
And Enrique Jr.
Hi Rick.
Welcome, thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting
The Carellis are a couple of people that we actually met down in Argentina about 3-4 years ago. And we've been bringing in wines and importing their wines into the Michigan and Missouri and Wisconsin and things ever since that time.
My grandfather, coming back to history, my grandfather bought that building in 1943. Mm-hmm. So since then, my father and we are now producing, and we have 63 harvests already in that building. Mm-hmm. And we produce mostly all of our grapes for those wines, and we have the control of the whole process from the vines to you. Yes.
Let's try a glass of wine. We're sitting here talking away. Thought we got a whole variety of wines right here that we actually bring in from you. We've got a rosé, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon and a Merlot that we've done in some of the shows in the past. It's really a nice wine. Jack's always been a big fan of that wine.
Traditional European style.
Then we've also got a Torontis, which we're going to try today. A lot of people probably don't even know what Torontis is. What is this grape?
Yes, the Torontes is the typical grape from Argentina, mm-hmm. and it's the fresh grape. In Mendoza, the Torontes is interesting wine for some food.
I think that the particularity of our Torontes is that is very, very well suited for food, for eating with food, and maybe before the meal as appetizer.
It's got a nice crispness to it.
Shellfish comes to mind.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's interesting, not is sweet, it's drier wine, and non-strong in the mouth, is easy for drink.
Well, we got a new wine we poured in the glass while we were talking. It's a new product, Sauvignon Blanc. I mean, Sauvignon Blanc's real common here in the United States, real common here in Michigan. A lot of people have it, but it's not really common, at least that I've seen, out of Argentina. We've got two of them we're going to try. First one's the 34. This is all non-oaked, all stainless steel aged.
That's right.
Cement vat. And then we're going to try the Carlacharo in a minute that's got a little bit of oak aging to it, correct?
Of course. Yes, the 34 Sauvignon Blanc, it's also the vineyards are 700 meters. Mm-hmm. It's mostly in the same family of wine of the 34 Torontes. I think that you can easily tell the difference between two varieties. It's a little bit more expressive, yes. It's maybe more citric than Torontes.
A little bit more of the citrus coming through, a bit more of a lemon type character almost in the background.
I think most people see the Sauvignon Blanc from South America coming from Chile.
Yeah.
That's right.
We have two kinds of the Sauvignon Blanc. This is the altitude, and another Sauvignon Blanc, Carlacharo, is the 1,100 meters, is another level. And do you find the difference to the expression to the wine for the high altitude?
Who's Carlacharo?
Well, Carlacharo is his first granddaughter, and was the new Carlacharo is 20 years old by now. It exists. She exists.
Carla Chiaro starting the fourth generation.
Yes.
Family.
Was the new
Girl.
new person in the new generation that start the family, and is my sister daughter, oldest daughter. And well, when she, well, we want to honor her first step in the life with this range of wine. So we developed this reserve wines and a little bit more complex wines than the 34.
Yeah, I mean, it's really an astounding difference, like you're talking. It's a lot more complex. There's just more body there, and there's more structure going on it.
And it sort of reminds me of the differences between a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc and a French Sauvignon Blanc out of Sancerre or Bordeaux. The styles are different in that way.
Let's try the Cabernet Sauvignon. I'll let you grab that one there. We'll give that a try. So we'll go back. We'll try the little bit of the 34 line here again.
It is important also in the testing, as we did, goes from whites to red and from less complexity to more complexity. So now that we finish with whites, we have to go into the reds of the 34.
And that is very difficult to find a good Cabernet. I just look around from all over the world, a good Cabernet for under $10 that is true to the varietal and doesn't taste like cherry cough drops.
Yes. It's not as easy. Yes, this is the reason. Okay, we produce all the grape we put in bottle. The wine we made, all the grape is our productions.
Well, let's try the Malbec.
Good.
You know, that's kind of a wine that you hear everybody talking about in Argentina.
Well, Malbec is actually the most famous grape from Argentina. It's growing since the beginning of the winemaking history in Argentina, and I think that ADN found in our terroir the best place to grow. So we are finding Malbecs very powerful, very well balanced with the alcohol, very nice structure, and at not a very, very high price. So I think that was one of the main factor that make that the Malbec became famous here in the States. And it's a nice wine. That's the reason.
Well, it's a really good wine with barbecues, really good wines for cooking with on the grill and things. Great wines for the summer.
The flower of the wine, do you find that is different? It's Malbec.
It's a real crowd pleaser too. I see sort of a split between people who appreciate old world style wines that are meant to accompany food and are a little more subdued, and then new world wines that are typically want to be the center of attention. They have a lot of fruit and they're real boisterous. Malbec this particular Malbec also kind of falls in between. So it's a good middle ground if you're having a group of people together and you're not sure what wine to serve.
We've tried the regular Malbec. We tried from the 34 line, which is all stainless steel. And you make another one too, also in the Collett line that we talked about earlier.
Yes. Let's go for it. The Collett, it's also coming from higher altitude in Mendoza. This particular Malbec has been in oak for 12 months. So that give it structure and complexity to the wine. It's a reserve wine as the Collett reds, and well, it's quite different from another 34. And well, we also have 90 points from Parker on that wine.
Well, there's some great wines here on the table. I mean, we really just kind of scratched the surface on a few of them. We've had a great time with it. I mean, it's always a pleasure to get some feedback from Jack and see what he thinks. I trust him tremendously. And for you guys, it's always a pleasure to have you here in the United States. So I want to thank you very much for coming along. Appreciate it.
Thank you
very much for the input. Thanks, Jack.
And thank you for your
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
And I want to thank all of you for sitting in and for another episode of Sipping and Tipping with the Anderson. This was kind of our wine geek episode, I guess, because we're all sitting here talking about wine for this long. But hope you enjoyed it, and hope you found some things that you might want to go out and try. So thank you very much, and have a good week.
Thank you.